everybody, it's Patricia and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to start my beauty inventory, makeup, skincare, hair care. I already filmed my hair care and skincare and I'm shocked it's not as much as I thought. I used to do BoxyCharm several years ago. And I finally had to quit BoxyCharm because I kept getting, you know, the full-size skincare. Just tons and tons. And I wasn't using it fast enough. And I didn't want it to go bad. So that's why I quit BoxyCharm and doing the full sizes. And that's why I don't do it now. I don't mind getting the little samples. But the full sizes, yeah, I was really stressing. Well, maybe not too hard, but I was about all the items I had, and I was afraid I wouldn't be able to use them up. So it's been a couple years, maybe three or 4 years since I've had BoxyCharm, and I have been able to whittle that down. So you will see my skincare, and I'm only doing full size. I'm not doing sample size products. So these are just the full size products I own. So my makeup stash is not that significant. Now in this makeup inventory, I'm not going to include lip or eyeshadow palettes. I recently did my eyeshadow palettes and I'll link it at the end of this video. I have a whole series where I went through all my eyeshadow palettes. And as far as lips go, I'm going to do something separate. We're going to go through all my lips, watch them, and I'm going to have to declutter some that have gone bad. I know that for a fact. So that's not going to be part of this makeup inventory videos I'm doing. Now, I don't know how many videos there will be of this. So I'm putting the... telling you about it in this video. I don't know, I might attach this to every one of them, so you know you can skip ahead if you're watching a second part or a third part. I'll just see. But today I'm going to pull out my products. I'm going to I'll show them to you, and I'm cleaning as I go. I've got some cleaning products here to clean as I go. So when I put everything back, everything's going to be clean and it's going to look nice. And yeah, so I'm going to do it in categories. So let's start. Here is my hair care. This is all of my hair stuff except for samples. And I've really gone down. I had a whole lot more, so I'm very pleased with myself. I haven't bought a lot of hair care in a while. These are my shampoos and conditioners. This is all I have right now. I have 2 Bath & Body Works unopened. These 2 are opened and in my shower, and I have a Madison Reed conditioner that's in my shower. That's all the shampoo and conditioner I have. In the new year, I do foresee buying more shampoos and conditioners. So that will... I don't frequently buy them, so I'm not going to consider it part of a low buy or a no buy. I will have to buy it in the future, so it's just what it is. I have 3 what I would call hairsprays. I don't use a lot of hairspray, not like I used to, but I've got 2 Aussie sprays, and then this is a Diva Curl. It's a finishing spray, but it just kind of locks everything in place. So I put it with the hairspray. I don't foresee me buying any hairspray. I think I bought these 2 years ago or more. So yeah, these, unless I happen to run out, but no, I'm not going to run out anytime soon. So I'm good there. Here, whoops, sorry. Here are what I would consider mousse. I do have some mousse in this one. I've used that recently a little bit. I haven't been using these. I'm not a huge mousse fan like I used to be, but I do want to get these used up. These are what I consider gels. This one actually says styling gel. This is the Diva Curl gel, and then this Garnier Fructis gel. I don't use those that often. I need to use them more. They're really good on curly hair, so I do need to be using these. This is just miscellaneous. This is a purifying and hydrating buildup blaster, and then this is a little frizz control cream. I do need more of those kind of things in my life, so that will probably be something I purchase in the future, is some sort of frizz control. These three are what I consider my, these three are what I consider my detanglers. This one's almost empty. The Diva Curl, I love Diva Curl. If you've got wavy curly hair, it's great. So I have these. Let's see, we'll move over. I've got, these are my, what I would call my dry shampoos. Well, they are dry shampoo. Even though 3 of these are like little sample sizes. And then I've got a Hask, and then I've got a Batiste. Down here are like my heat protectants. I do have a couple of sample sizes, but yeah, I need to use these more often. I tend to let my hair air dry, but I'm curling it a little bit more with the curling iron, so I should use these a little bit more. This is a have to have. When this runs out, which I have plenty in here right now, when this runs out, I will be repurchasing it. This is amazing if you have wavy or curly hair and it's like second day hair. You can spray this and your curls and your waves will pop back in nice without frizz. I have a little Diva Curl sample of a refreshener that does the same thing. This is Batiste. This is a touch of gloss. This is not a dry shampoo. It's made by the same company, but it puts a sheen, a little shine to your hair. I like that. Then I have a couple of oils I purchased from Shop Miss A. I haven't used. I have an Oribe oil. And then I have an ordinary hair treatment. It's supposed to help your hair to grow. That's all of my hair care, not counting samples. So I do foresee buying shampoo, conditioner, and maybe frizz gel in the future. It's definitely all considered a low buy, I think. Okay, here is all of my skincare, and this one was pretty eye-opening to me. It really shocked me. So here are all my different cleansers. I've got a Good Molecules, Holly Frog, number 7, a Paris Hilton, Pacifica. I got Pond's. I've got, what is this? Pharmacy and a Clinique balm. I've got a few face oils. This is what I would call scrubs, dermabrasion. I've got I love this pineapple exfoliating powder. So I got a few things like that. Here is a few face masks I have. And I do have, this is my moisturizers, what I have right now. This is actually a moisturizing primer, but I have it in here. I've got It's Confidence in a Cream. I got a L'Oreal, Dermalogica, Tatcha, a Sunday Riley CEO, and an Estee Lauder. Then this is all I have for eyes. I'm just totally shocked. This is a eye mask for nighttime, and then this is the only other eye product I have other than samples. These are all my serums. I've got Advanced Night Repair. I got the Intense, what is this called? Intense Reset. I've got some vitamin C serum, Ordinary, Sunday Riley. I got a few facial sprays, toners, and then these are nighttime things. It's some sort of Evercalm. That is really good stuff. And then the L'Oreal Night Cream. That is it for considered full size. And even some of these are sample sizes. But that's all the full size skincare I own. I have really, really got it down because back when I did BoxyCharm, man, did I have an overload of stuff. So from looking at this, I do not need cleansers. I do not need moisturizers this year. I think I will need an eye cream. I'm okay with serums for now. And I think I'm okay with everything else. So I am going on a no-buy with skincare No buying full sizes except for an eye cream at some point. I'm going to continue. I'm going to use these. Well, this is a nighttime one. This and samples. And when I run out, I will buy eye cream. And I don't think I need anything else. I think eye cream is going to be it. Everything else is probably going to be a no buy. I will think about it, and when I do that video, I will let you. Okay, we're going to start with foundations. I have mine, they're here in front of me, and I have them divided up by summer colors and more fall winter colors. And I have some powders, and I have liquid foundations, cream foundations. I'm going to start with my powders. I have this Laura Geller in medium, this powder foundation. I'm working the dome off of it. I use the powder mainly in the hotter months, summer months. And then I have Too Faced Cocoa Powder Foundation, and this is in medium. Ooh, I need to pan that. I mean, to like get rid of it. And then this is a sample size or a smaller size. This come in Ipsy bag. This is a Luna Magic Soft Perfection Foundation Powder in medium. I am counting it in this because this is a pretty good size. This would last me a long time, and that is actually a color I could use now. See, I go through these things because I forget what I have, and this really helps me to remember. So I've got 2 summer shades, and I have a fall shade, so not bad. This I think I'm going to move it into my purse. This would be perfect to keep in my purse for touch-ups. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to lay this aside. It will be counted in my inventory, but it's going to live in my purse, I think. So now, let me show you, my hand's itching. Let me show you my summer shade. One thing I have is this CeraVe Hydrating Mineral Sunscreen, SPF 30. It's tinted. I use it as a foundation. I wear this especially when I go to the beach. When it's really sunny here, and this is where I live, is a very warm climate. If I know I'm going to be out for a while, I definitely use this under my makeup. But when I'm just here in my house and I'm not going anywhere, I don't use it because I'm not outside. But I do use this mainly, especially when I go to the beach or I go somewhere and I'm going to be outside all day or for any length of time. I will use this. I have a little bit left. I think it's probably still good. I just purchased it last year, or I mean this year, so it should still be good. Next, I have this Ordinary Serum Foundation. I haven't used this much. I need to make sure I use this in the summer. Here it is. My color is 2.1P medium, but it's too dark for right now for me. I used to be medium year round when I lived even in a colder climate, but I think as we age, I think maybe our coloring changes over the years, probably. I'm more of a light medium, I think, like this time of year, and then medium to tan if I get a tan. I don't always tan anymore. I don't care if I tan anymore, you know. This is no big deal to me. So anyway, there we go. I've got that one. I've got this Huda Beauty Glow Wish. This color is in number 5 medium. Again, it looks light, but it is dark. Oh, let me show you. Puts a little on my hand. You see? You see how it's not my color right now. So yeah, it goes in this summer pile. I really like this. My Maybelline Superstay 24-hour skin tint. My color in this is, does it have a name? let me get my magnifying glass out. I don't see it. The number is 129, but I don't see a name. But there we go. I've been mixing this with one of my winter shades to get the right shade for me, and I like the two mixed together. They work really well, but that's good. Again, summer. I like to shake them up. I got my Tarte Double Duty Beauty. This is a Shape Tape. Tarte Shape Tape. And my color is medium neutral. And you know, that's what I would choose. It's got a doe foot. I forgot. That's normally what I would choose. But as you can see, it's dark for me. Yep, it smells fine. It's fine. But yeah, it's too dark for me right now. I think I've just gotten lighter. And then last, for my summer shades, I have this Urban Decay Face Bond. My color is light medium cool. But even though it's light medium, well, it might work a little bit right now. It is lighter than the others. I might could get away. It still, to me, seems a little dark for this time of year for me. So I just keep it over there. Now, for my cooler weather colors, I have this Hourglass, let's see what this is called. It's Hourglass Vanish in Natural. And it is a stick foundation, and I have that on right now. I do really like this foundation. I want to see how much I have. I don't want to break it though. I don't want to tear it. I'm going to stop. I've got quite a bit. But let me see if I roll it back down, if I can tell how much I've used. Oh yeah. I would say I've used half of this product. Maybe not quite half, almost half. Let me roll it back up to here. But I do like this, and it looks good on me this time of year. I have this new one I have not used yet. It's the Revlon Color Stay, and I chose Natural Beige. I've had this color before, and this color seems to work for me. I haven't even tested it yet. Oh yeah, see? Perfect, perfect. So, that one I will be using really soon. I have my CoverGirl Plus Olay Simply Ageless. I love this foundation. I really do. I had the cream one. I really love that one as well. I bought this earlier this year, and I've used half of it. You can see it's going away quickly. That's why I wanted to buy another one. It's more of a cooler, it's a cooler tone than the Revlon, but I think this is the closest that matches me of all my foundations. Next, I have this Makeup Forever HD Skin in my color. It has two numbers. It's either 1R12 or 2C01. And they all have this similar, they all have this pump. And I do like this one. It matches me pretty well. Yeah, it's right here. See, those all just kind of work real well this time of year. And then last, I love this foundation. It's Estee Lauder Double Wear. I have the color 2C4 Ivory Rose. This is too light. I'm never this light ever. So this time around, I got something just too light for me. It's not going to work. It's you can buy pumps for these. I need to get a pump, but it's just too light, so I have to match. You can see how these are more me. This one's just too light. So I like to mix this one with this one, and it looks really, really pretty. So that's all of the foundations. So let's move on to the next category. Okay, my next category is going to be concealers. I do not have a lot of concealers. I'll show you what I got. I'm out of Shape Tape. That one I really like. I don't have any more Shape Tape. I would like another Shape Tape. I might pick up one later. But for now, I have some drugstore ones. Well, let's see. I have 2 high-end, you know, not luxury, but more expensive. 2 mid-range drugstore and 2 e.l.f. So let's start. I have these 2 from e.l.f. and they are really not my colors. I have the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I had ordered this. I had put in an e.l.f. order. This one, what color is it? Medium Sand. It's too... I need, for concealer, I like a lighter concealer. I know a lot of people, some people don't. I do. I like a lighter concealer. This is my skin tone. So if I was to have a breakout or something that I wanted to conceal, I could use this. I haven't decluttered it. I'm keeping it because I can use it. And maybe if I get a tan, even if it's a fake tan, that would work as a concealer for me. The other e.l.f. I have is the HD Lifting Concealer, and I have it in light. But again, look at this light. Well, no, maybe it's still there. The light is not what I consider my favorite. It still seems a little, it would cover, it would be my natural color. And some people have used concealers as foundation to use them up in project pans, which I may do that. You just never know. But yeah, that's those 2. Now, the 2 I have that are like a little higher end drugstore, I just recently got this one. This is Wet n Wild. Well, Wet n Wild's just maybe a right up there with e.l.f. I guess truthfully it's not a higher end, but I got the Mega Last Incognito All Day Concealer. I like this. I picked this up at Kroger. Now see, that's the color I like. I like my concealers to be a lighter color. And I do like this concealer. I don't have any problems with, I don't have it on right now, but I don't have any problems with creasing or anything like that. I like it. And then the other one, I really like this concealer. The CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. My color is, do I know? I think so, right here. Classic Ivory. Classic Ivory. And I do think I want to pick up another one of these, because this one is extremely low. I am about out of this one. This is something I would consider repurchasing. And then my higher end ones, I have the Makeup Forever HD Skin in, do I have 2R. I'll put it right down here. That's it right there. You can see there's a little more pink in that. I like this concealer. And then the last one is actually, I think it's called a Universal Stick from Merit. You can just use it. You can use it as a concealer. I have it on today as a concealer. There we go. I like that a lot. It's a nice shade for me. So that's all the concealers I have. And as you can see, these are darker than these. I do like a lighter concealer, but these are not that bad. These are skin color. And I may use them in a project pan. And I may use them as my foundation. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what the new year brings. Next, while we're here, I've got powders. And I have a bunch of sample powders. I think I have one in my, got my everyday makeup basket here. I need to get this powder out as well. I'll set this right here. Set that right there. Okay. So, let's start with the pressed powders. I used to just I just kept pressed powders. Back when I was oily, when I was an oily girl when I was younger, and so I always kept a pressed powder with me and always used a pressed powder because I would have that oily shine. I don't have that anymore. I don't. The shine I add is from a highlighter, but I have a few powders, not many. And I have some face palettes that have powders in them that will be in a different category. I will do my face palettes in this, just not my eyeshadow palettes this time around. But I have this Bare Minerals, and it's their take, my opinion, their take on Hourglass. But I've got these two matte. Let me double check what I'm reading. Matte, that's what it is. M-A-T-T-E, M-A-T, and Glow Brilliant. So it's a matte powder and a shimmer powder. There we go. I don't know if you can really tell the colors. This has a hint of color. This one looks just white. It's just a white, just a hint of color. Nothing really to see. It's powder. I need to be using that. I need to be using everything. That's another reason I'm doing this inventory. So I will use these things. Next, I have this Max Factor Cream Puff Pressed Powder. I did a video years ago about Max Factor. About vintage makeup you can still get. I had to order this because I couldn't get it in the United States. I'm not sure, I have not kept up with it, if you can get Max Factor in the United States now. I don't know. I had heard Rite Aid maybe carried it. I don't have a Rite Aid. There is a Rite Aid. It's in Columbia across town, and I'm not going to drive to Rite Aid. But here we go. I did order this online though, and this is just translucent. It's a nice powder, feels fine, working good. It does have a sponge in it, which I would not use. I keep it in here just to protect the powder, but I wouldn't use that sponge now. This is a sample of IT Cosmetics by Pores Pressed Powder. It's got a little sponge that also I do not use. That's it. I might take that out and put it in a like a Z palette and get it out of this. But yeah, I've got that with my powders. And then last, this one needs cleaned up pretty good. This is my Winky Lux. This is Diamond Powders. It's Diamond Powders are a girl's best friend in medium. And it is, am I getting it in the right spot here? It's got a nice protective, it's this one right here. And I believe it's a little, is it shimmery? It is not. I don't know why it's called Diamond Powders. It's not really shimmer. Maybe a tiny bit, maybe, but not really what I would call a shimmer. Let's put it on my finger. It's not a shimmer. I need to use all these things. So there we go. That's what I have. Now, for loose powders, I have, this I call my Franken powder because that's exactly what it is. I took a whole bunch of little sample powders and just dumped them in here. I do notice some were white, some, white translucent, some had some color to them. But I have noticed that I do have a bit of a white cast, which I don't really mind. I don't care. But yeah, this is my Franken powder, and I think what's going to happen is I'm going to continuously put sample powders in it because I don't like keeping all the little powders around, which I do have some, and I think they're going to go in. I think they're going to go in here after I've finished filming. But anyway, that's my Franken powder. I also have a Givenchy. This is the Prism Libre. and it's the #1 Mousseline Pastel. And I don't know if you can tell, it's got purple, and then it's like a white, like a lavender and a green. And then it just mixes all together to put on your face. It's a beautiful powder. I use this sparingly because it's a luxurious powder. I got it, I think, in a Beautylish Lucky Bag. Pretty sure. And then I have this. I bought this one, and I bought the wrong one. And I went back and looked, and it was my fault that I did it. I'm cleaning off the lid. It's a little intricate, and I want to get all the smudges off. This is Jeffree Star loose powder. I got natural, but I picked up the, does it say on the bottom? I don't know if I can read that. I got the luminous. I got the luminous powder instead of the matte powder. And so, my fault. I think I would love this powder. The problem is, it is pearly. It's a pearly sheen. And I don't really care for that as a setting powder. I might could use it as a lightweight highlighter, but for a setting powder, it's just too shimmery. Maybe I will try franking it. Maybe that'll be a franking video in the new year. Maybe I will mix this with some other stuff and see what I come up with. So I might not add what I'm about to show you into my current franken. Okay, I am using right now in my makeup basket this little Laura Mercier powder, and it is in kind of translucent. I will be decanting this either into this, or I might save it and let's franken this Jeffree Star powder and see if I can make it not so shiny. I don't know. I've never franken powder like that before, but we'll give it a shot. Also, I have a little Bare Minerals. I do like Bare Minerals. I used to wear the Bare Minerals fat powder foundation all the time. This is the tinted Mineral Veil. I have that little one. I have a little Ace Beauté in medium. That needs to be put somewhere. This one is a banana setting powder, and I don't know the company. BP. You might know what that is. I don't right off the top of my head. I have an AOA Studio setting powder in Soft Light. Let's see if this is shimmery, because I'm trying to... No, it's not. It's not. It's a white powder, though. It looks white. And then I have this Bare Minerals powder, the original. That might work up good with the Jeffree Star. I don't know. Look forward to that in the future. I've got my mind set on doing something like that. So that is all of my powders. So let's move on to the next category. Okay, let's go over my bronzer slash contour. I do have a couple sample sizes in these categories that I'm not adding to my samples because these are powder products or a cream product that takes me forever to use up. I'm not going to put it in samples because I need to put them where I will use them. But let's get started. I'm going to start. I think if you guys have been on my channel for any length of time, you know I always contour, and I always use my Kat Von D contour palette. This is so old. It's refillable. This is the refillable one, and I have refilled it several times. I haven't in a while. I hope you can still get the refills. but mine's looking pretty rough. This powder's all gone. I never really used those powders on my face. I didn't care. They did not set under my eyes without wrinkling. It just accentuated the wrinkles under my eyes, I should say. So I never used them for that. I use them in frankening, honestly. And I may use them if I do the Jeffree Star powder I was talking about. This is what I focus on. And one of these is not the color that is on the, I think it's this one, because they introduced some new shades. And I picked up one of the new shades I thought I would like better. And I do. I like these. You can tell. This is the one I use the most. You can't tell by the dip, but I mix these two and do my cheeks usually and my nose. And this I do under my chin. And I also use this to bronze with. But that is how my palette is looking. I need to show it some love by maybe doing some frankening, some repressing, making some new stuff. Strictly bronzers. I have, let's try. I have a little sample. I have a little balm bronzer in Bronzilla. Isn't that cute? I like the shade. I prefer a matte bronzer, but I'm not opposed to a shimmer bronzer. But matte, I prefer. But that little one's cute. This one came, I think, in an Ipsy. I haven't even used it. I just took the packaging off of it, the plastic. It's a bronzer and a highlight duo. I need to pull those out and use them. I have an e.l.f. and I don't... Forever Sun-Kissed. Forever Sun-Kissed. There we go. I have this Urban Decay Beached bronzer. I love the packaging on this one. This is in Sun-Kissed. There we go. Looks like I never use them. I have such a light hand. I think that's my problem. And then I have a Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Cheek to Chic. I think this is supposed to be I don't know if this is supposed to be a blush. I use it as a bronzer. This is in Pillow Talk Intense. And to me, that's a bronze shade. To me, not a blush. And then I have a melt stack. Let's see. Does each one got the mirrors on the top? I've got light medium bronzer powder. Stick them right as I go. Light medium contour powder. All that magnetic. Medium dark bronzer. And medium dark contour. A stack. And then I have cream stick bronzers. I have a little sample of a milk. It's so small. Baked. It's a baked bronzer. Well, it's called baked. I have used it. I have about that much left. Looks like a good Project Pan item. I have a Tarte, the Sculptor. And I'm not sure the shade on this. Number 2. Park Avenue Princess is the shade. It's a little warm brown for me. I think that's why I haven't really used it. And I don't know. I'm going to keep it because I might franken with it. I'm not getting rid of anything in case I can make new things out of old things. I have my Hourglass bronzer in Flash. Now this is a shimmer bronzer. That's a shimmery one. I would not use that all over, but there we go. I've got Hourglass. I have Makeup by Mario Contour in medium. And this is I like this shade. That's a good shade for me. And then I have recently picked up this Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour in fawn, like the baby deer. And there we go. Yeah, these, I like a gray-toned brown to contour with. This one is just, it's too red. I would not contour with that, but I might do something with it in the future. So that's all of my bronzing products, and then we're going to do my highlighters. And then I think we will stop and I'll film others later. I think this is a good start to my collection, but I can only just do so much at a time. So we will now do the highlighters. Let's see, I have the highlighters that are Super Shock, you know, creamy kind of highlighters, and I have most of them are pressed, and then I have a couple of loose powders. So I'm going to start with the Super Shock, move into the loose, and then the pressed powders last. Let me find the one that's in my current makeup basket. And so this one is Lunch Money. I think I will swatch these for you. We'll start up here, because I kind of like to see them side by side. That's Lunch Money. And I have found I don't have any problems with these going bad. They don't for me. Smokin' Whistles. Some of these I've had a very long time. This one is more, it's got more pink in it. Butterfly Beach. This is my favorite when I have a tan. There's that one. There, you can see. It's a little darker. And then I have, this one is Highly Wasted. I haven't used this one as much. It's more of a gold. I need to use it more often. And then my last Super Shock is one I just got in an Ipsy mystery bag. And it's in Blast Off. And they are all so very different. I'm glad about that. They're all so very different. Looks nice. And while before I clean my hand off, I've got a Too Faced You're So Jelly highlighter in Rose Pink. Man, I don't think I'll ever use this up. I barely, look, because I don't use a lot when I'm doing my highlighter. Take it right off the lid here. That swatch is more highlighter than I use at a time. It's a beautiful shade, and it's holding up perfectly, the consistency. But man, it's gonna last me forever. Highlighters are one category I do not need to purchase. Now, I have two Artist Couture highlighters. Let me wipe off my hand. Two loose powders from Artist Couture. Let me get that cleaned off. All right. I have Illuminati. That's so pretty. Put it on there thick. You can see it. It's really shiny. It's a beautiful shade. And the other one I have is Purple Dream. Yep, I see the purple. It doesn't look purple. Wow. It's like a multi-chrome. I see the purple, but I see the peach. Let me see if look at that. That made the purple. That is gorgeous. I really gotta be using it. There we go. Now I have a ton of powder. First, I have this palette my friend Aiden sent me. the Manny Sisters, Manizers. I can't even say it. Forget it. Like luminizer, kind of. Yeah. Anyhow, there's 3 shades there of highlighter. I like that. Let's move from big to little, because no, let's do the little samples first. Let's get those out of the way, because I have 4 little samples. Every one of them came in an Ipsy. If you saw, I just restarted getting Ipsy this year, and it was like, I don't know how many months in a row, I got highlighter, 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 highlighter. And so I finally went in and changed profile and told them, you know, maybe a highlighter I don't want. I haven't received another one, thank goodness, because that is one category I do not need. So I got this little Seraphine Botanicals Diamantine. That's pretty. We'll swatch them. Yeah. And then I got V Cosmetic in Autumn. That's pretty. There we go. I got Luna Magic in Tulum. If I can get it open, my hands are a little, oh. You know, that swatch is so pretty, but it doesn't apply to the hand as well as it does my finger. My finger is shinier. Doesn't matter. And then last, just eczema. I guess that's what that is. Sparkling champagne. Sparkling champagne. Those are all 4 so similar. I could probably declutter all 4 of those. Those would be great to franken. I think I'm going to start a little, I'm going to take those out of my collection and put it aside for frankening. Yeah, I don't need all those same colors. I'll use them in something else, maybe make some shimmery eyeshadows or something. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and pull all those out, because I still have a ton of full-size highlighters. How long does it take to use a highlighter? It takes an awful long time. So let's start with the biggest, and we will just make our way down. So I have a Jeffree Star, and this is a Skin Frost in King Tut. Got it in a mystery box. Yes, it is dark, but it's actually not that bad. It is not that bad. I like it. Now this next one, I don't think JD Glow is in business anymore. It's shutting down real soon. I got this from JD Glow. This is back before they got trouble with, they named it Marilyn Monroe. And then later, I think they changed the name of it to Monroe. But I got one of the ones that says Marilyn Monroe. I don't use this highlighter. I'm keeping it. But let me show you why. This is the most shimmer, that's not even a word. It is the glowiest, the brightest. Look on my finger. Let me see if I can get my finger in focus. I don't think I can. It is the brightest highlighter I own. It is just amazing. It has a little sponge, but I've never used it. It's just for a protector. That is one bright highlighter. I've never put it on my face. I just have it because shimmer makes me happy. There we go. I have a Fenty. I don't have a lot of Fenty. This is in Trophy Wife. And this is the same thing. I will never wear that. Look at this. It's just straight up gold. This is not my color. Look at this. That's not a highlighter for me. Am I going to keep it? Oh, yeah, you bet. You bet. But those, I usually don't wear any of those three for different reasons. But they are a bit too dark for my skin tone. But I'm not going to get rid of them because they just make me happy. Now, I have one Becca. Of course, you know Becca went out of business. But I've kept this one. I had Champagne Pop. I had a bunch of others that I have used up in the past. This one is Prismatic Amethyst. And I don't really have anything else like it in my collection. There we go. It is not as shimmery. Well, especially not compared to those others that are in this category right here. You can see the difference in the the glow there, but yeah, hang on to it. And since the company is out of business now, I'm just gonna hang on to it. But I do like that. It's a very pretty shade. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 Ofra full-size highlighters. I have some palettes too, but I have 6 full-size highlighters. So let's start off. I've got Rodeo Drive. We will put that over here. That's a nice staple. Then I have Blissful. That is a shimmery one. It is a little bit pinkier, but similar to the Jeffree Star, but pinker. This is Glow Goals. This is a little peachy. Next I have The Hills. This one's pretty. It's similar to Marilyn Monroe, but not blingy in your face. And then I have Retrograde, and I think this one's it's a mix, and I used to know what two are mixed. This doesn't say, but it is 2 of the other singles mixed together. So with this one, I can do them separate. Just put them right here. Or I can swirl together and make a shade. And then I have X's and Glows. I think this one's very well, yeah, this one is mixed. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 4. There are 4 shades mixed together in here. I think one of them is Rodeo. See, one of them I think is Rodeo Drive. One looks like Blissful. But yeah, I'm not going to do them individually, although I could if I wanted to use them. Let's see. Let me see if I can get individual. There's pretty. Put it right there. It makes that's a pink. And then this is the darker one. Whoa. Look at that by itself. And then there's peachy. Yeah. Peachy one, and then the lightest one. Yep. There we go. And now I'm going to swirl them all together. And this is what we get. Whoa, swirl together is a no. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever done that. I usually will gather over here. Yeah, that's better. Okay, that is all of my highlighters, my contours. We've done foundation, concealer, Is that, I think that's what this one is. Anyway, we have done a lot. This is enough for this video. I'll film again another day. I've got other things to do today. I've got cookies to bake. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I will have another part. I'll just do another intro for that part instead of going back and forth trying to redo the same intro, reuse the same intro. I'll just make a new one. And we will get into, we still have to do my blush. I have face palettes, yeah, whatever else I'm not thinking of right now. But yeah, that's it. So guys, thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I'd love it if you would subscribe. Any questions or comments, just leave them down below. Again, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.